Alrighty, so the topic for today is going to be politicians who talk about police departments and have no idea what they're talking about. The guy today that we're going to be talking about is this Mr. I'll call him Ari Alex or Mr. Alex because that's the only way I know I can pronounce it for sure. This guy is a trustee on the Franklin Township Board. The Franklin Township is a small township located in Franklin County in central Ohio. So he is one of the board members, one of the people who makes decisions about regulations in the township and helps direct funding to and from the police department. Well, he decided that on September the 11th, it was going to be the appropriate time for him to make a post attacking the police department, or at a minimum, the police chief. So he said, "I was told that our Franklin Township Police Department have major staffing shortages by our chief, yet they appear to have enough officers to divert them away from our community to help with a football game miles away from our township." So what in the heck is he talking about? So here is a news story from a local news affiliate. This is ABC6, I believe. And in the story, it says, Columbus police officers say special duty shortages are citywide and not just for the Ohio State game. So what is this special duty stuff that you ask? So Columbus police say filling special duty requests is a citywide problem, not just for the Ohio State game on Saturday. If you don't know what special duty is, that's when there might be a large event. A lot of times construction crews use special duty, large events, concert halls, sporting events and stuff like that. These are things where there's going to be a lot of people in a relatively short period of, or a short piece of ground, and they need additional help and security. The most efficient way to do this is to pay off-duty police officers to come work. The police officers wear their regular uniform. They have all their regular arrest powers and everything, and they typically get a little bit more respect from the citizens than you would get from some sort of security company. So Ohio State is probably the largest employer of special duty officers in central Ohio when they have football games and basketball games for that matter. But it's a very large event. The campus area will see an influx of, 300,000 to 500,000 people in a day, and the Ohio State Police Department does not have enough officers to manage that kind of thing. I'm not sure the actual number of officers that work the game, but in this article, it says that they were down 80 jobs just for the Ohio State game alone. So what they had to do is look outside of the Columbus Police Department for some help. So when we get down here, it says Columbus Police records show. If I can get my cursor to work. Columbus Police records show that Franklin County Sheriff's Office, Perry Township, and Franklin Township are assisting with the Ohio State game. So what this means is that just due to a variety of reasons, I think a lot of it is the current political climate. A lot of Columbus police officers are not as willing to put on their uniform and go work when they're not on duty. The special duty rate for Columbus police officers currently is $56 an hour. Their regular rate is, I believe it's around $42 an hour. So usually, special duty is a very lucrative opportunity for officers to go make some extra money. But what you're seeing right now is that the officers are tired and the money isn't enough to entice them to come in off duty. So Ohio State had to reach outside of the Columbus Police Department to find officers to work this. Some of the officers from the Franklin Township Police Department, according to this article, agreed to go work special duty for the game to make sure it's a safe environment for everybody involved. The thing you have to realize is that these officers are off duty at the time that they're working this rate. So they're either third shift officers who are coming to the game. They have to check in, I think, at 7 in the morning. So you get off work at 7 in the morning. You leave your uniform and your duty belt on. You drive up to Ohio State. and then you work all day at the Ohio State game. Then you catch a little nap, and then you go back to work that night. Sometimes it might happen on your day off, but usually it's officers who just aren't working that shift, and they're basically working 16 hours that day. So I would expect someone who, I'll go to his Facebook page. I would expect somebody who is a government figure who is making rules and regulations and has funding, at least a vote in the funding on how a police department is run. I would expect that that person actually understands the basics of how the police officer or the police department is handling its business, for one, so that they can make educated decisions on, what their actual job is. And two, I would expect them to understand what's going on before they open their mouths. In this case, this guy apparently did neither one. I don't know if he has a direct bias against police departments or if he's just generally ignorant about how the government works. Either way, I don't think somebody who is exhibiting this kind of behavior or showing their lack of knowledge is someone that should be in government. Unfortunately, that's something that's happening not just within Central Ohio, but across the country right now. And that's a problem for everybody. So those are my thoughts for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.